Right. Let us rearm. Let's put these two congestion missiles on that no one likes. Take two of those for self-defense. Take some anti-ship missiles today. And a fuel tank. Let's face it, we're going to need one.
Request rearming. Copy.
Seahorse, are you seriously being spanked?
Rearming complete.
Warning, 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 warning.
Taxiway takeoff for shits and giggles.
Altitude, altitude, altitude.
I don't care what anyone says. I think it's a pretty looking jet. Combat. There's ground mode. CTRL. Okay, it's online. There we go.
Tracking, 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 tracking. tracking, 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 tracking. Tracking, tracking. Tracking, 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 tracking. Tracking, 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 tracking. tracking, 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 tracking. Tracking, track.
Come on, boys, it's an SU-27. Oh dear.
Tracking, 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 tracking,
So I'm going to
tracking,
try and get that
tracking,
destroyer
tracking,
recount. Oh, no,
tracking,
wrong button.
tra
It looks like he's about to get down anyway. So we should try and hit these ships further up the coast. And try and get the new sashimi. If we can.
tracking, 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 tracking.
See, those there should be the targets. Get a bit closer. switch to air-to-air mode. Maybe I can oxygen back on. And bug out. Looks like my missiles hit the land. Not to worry. Just try again. Let's try and get those fuckers out to sea. Oh, oh, oh dear. Try again. Yeah, a cold start one. I'm not smart enough. There we go. And we'll turn the lights on down here. Yoink. Turn them off because I like to be stealthy. Okay, let's rearm. What are we thinking? I'm thinking a couple of air-to-air. And then we'll have... anti-ship or JSOW? Anti-ship is more fun. Plus you get to play with the ground pods. Ground radar, I mean. And we'll take a fuel tank.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
Okay, let's get the cartridge in. Oopsie daisy.
Warning, 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 warning,
Cue the bitch
warning,
again,
warning, warning, warning.
And we're good to go. Flaps down. I always click that button the wrong bloody way. Let's taxi out then. Let's see if I can get SRS working. Let's do that quickly. Oh, no, do you know what? No. Just no. I'm not doing that today. So yeah, the reason it's a bit quiet tonight, guys, is basically Discord is having some issues. So if I was to quickly show you, you're basically met with this, which is they're having some issues with their systems, so no one can use Discord. Which means my boys, who would normally be here to offend the world and so on and so forth, can't talk. SRS is, well, I can't be asked to resort DCS again. So that's it really. I might try TeamSpeak, I suppose that might work on Steam. Let's have some fun with the extra runway.
altitude, altitude, altitude.
Seems it's a bit of a foggy morning this morning. So we'll take off. Oh, they've hidden all the assets. Okay. Looks like we're heading out to sea. Oh, don't you look pretty in the red light? I'll burn us up to a quick altitude and then see what we can do from up high. In the meantime, let's get our weapons prepped. Master arm on. Combat mode. Ground attack. Select them. Power on. This powers up the pylons. Allows the gyros to get energy. And then do that, and you should find if your master arm's on. That's already aligning. Just have to wait for that. Looks like the ground mode is giving us a quick peek. You can see. I'll turn that off for now. Yeah, about 55,000 feet, I believe. I could be wrong though. In the meantime, let's see if we can keep Welshie happy and get the steam working. Actually, I'm being thick. I don't have a TeamSpeak server. Oh, I know. Facebook. Let's see if I can get Facebook phone calling working. It might work, it might not, but it'll be worth a try. Huh? What?
Tracking, 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 tracking.
That works. Let me open it up on my PC. Hang on.
Wait!
Let me open it up on PC.
I don't have Seahorse or anyone else, so run around.
That's fine. We'll just do some underground bullshit anyway.
Tracking, tracking, tracking,
Um,
tracking, tracking,
I gotta try and
tracking,
remember how to use this shit.
tracking,
Hang on.
tracking, tracking, tracking,
I don't do
tracking,
Facebook.
tracking, tracking, tracking,
I don't use it very
tracking,
much either.
tracking, 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 tracking,
I might
tracking,
stream today.
tracking, tracking,
Do
tracking,
it.
tracking, tracking,
Right,
tracking,
1 minute then. Let
tracking,
me...
tracking, 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 tracking.
Why am I not seeing you on the online fucking section? What the hell are you on about, Facebook?
You might have to hang up and then I'll answer it for you.
Yeah, hang on. Right, I'll re-ring you now, hang on.
Yo.
There we go. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you at all.
Microphone on that one.
Oh, my flaps are down. That won't be helping. What a
Ooh,
dick.
that's not what I want. That's what I want. There we go. Now you can hear me.
Tracking,
I
tracking,
could hear you anyway.
tracking,
But you're all right.
Yeah, but it was on the wrong
tracking,
microphone
tracking,
for what I wanted.
tracking, tracking, tracking,
Fuck off with your
tracking,
bullshit, Discord.
tracking, 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 tracking,
You Playgrounds, right?
tracking, tracking,
You what, mate?
tracking,
You're in Playgrounds, right?
tracking,
I am, mate, yeah.
track.
Well, for once in his lifetime, at least fucking DCS is working.
Yeah, I wonder if I go with the laser guided rockets in a bit as well.
Ooh, I did some of them last night. What I learned with them is, mate, you can shoot down aircraft with them.
Yeah, I imagine you can.
Right, I'm just gonna fly around for a bit, get the hang of it again, and then I'll start fucking streaming once Discord and all that's back up.
Did Discord kick everyone off then, did it?
I had to restart because my game locked up. I restarted, couldn't get back into Discord, managed to get in on my phone. So I was chatting in there just fine, and then all that started spazzing out, and I think it booted everyone.
Oh, right, okay. That's a bit shit.
Or some people might still be in there. I don't know.
Tracking,
I can't get back in.
Tracking, 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 tracking.
I feel sorry for the people who are doing VFAT right now because they're relying on
tracking,
Discord.
Tracking,
Oh, no.
tracking,
Yeah.
tracking, 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 tracking.
Hot Krasnodar, okay. Right, what are you loaded with?
Tracking,
Anti-ship.
tracking, 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 tracking.
I may have to load with that. I haven't done anti-ship yet.
Tracking,
It's really easy.
tracking, tracking.
I mean, if I can work it out, anyone can.
Tracking, tracking.
What's the anti-ship shit?
Tracking. Tracking.
C801AK, I think it is. The missiles, it's the first one, and it can only be loaded on the internal pylons.
What, the C701s?
Yeah, that might be their names.
Tracking.
802s.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
I don't see 802s.
Yeah, you're trying to load your outer pylons. You can
Yeah.
only load it on pylons
What have you got in your
5
outers?
and 3. I've just got air-to-air combat load. Because you never know when you might get jumped on this mission.
What pods have you got?
I haven't bothered to took a fuel tank.
Missiles, 802 AKG. And then I want air-to-air as well. Okay. Oh, shut up with the tracking. I've just realised I'm going to get Cap screaming at me again. Oh no.
Did you not change your sound file back?
No. I'm keeping this one. Have you changed yours back?
Yeah,
Why?
it's annoying.
It makes you get rid of warnings pretty quickly. Right, whereabouts are you?
I am just over the coast. So I am just passing our fleet. Because what I'm trying to do, Welsh, is you see where the Stennis is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one that's... I'm going to put an orange marker on it.
I believe, yeah, I see the orange marker, yeah.
I'm going to head to try and in line with that one, and then I'm going to start turning. The reason being is if you could try and find the missiles too close, your radar can't see what's in the harbour.
Oh, right, okay.
But that O-52 is the freaking Chinese variant, and it's a motherfucker.
Hmm. I'm just getting ready to be screamed at. Give me a moment.
Could really do for Seahorse being
You
on
twat,
here.
you twat, you twat. There it is. Right. That's done. That's done. Sorry, I'm just going through pre-flight stuff.
Yeah, there's at the moment, as far as I'm aware, the radars on this for ground are passive radars. I have no idea about the active radars whatsoever. I have heard rumours though that we're currently in between a Block 1 and a Block 2
Tracking.
variant
Tracking.
aircraft, and we're going to get
Tracking.
possibly Block 2
Tracking.
and maybe some Block
Tracking.
3 features.
Tracking.
Who
Tracking.
knows? And
Oh,
Tracking.
shut up with your
Tracking.
tracking, you
Tracking.
Chinese slag.
will you stop swearing at the Chinese woman? It's mean.
But she won't shut up. Right, I'm taking off on a taxiway. Bloody hell, them anti-ship missiles look phenomenal.
They are good. They're really easy to use too.
They look mean.
Yeah, they're aligned. Radar on.
Right, I need to get up to altitude, and then I need to see which direction I'm heading. Master arm on.
That's the Stennis. I think that's the bitches
F10, where am I?
close in.
Ah, 206 for 69. I've got a problem.
Oh mate, you've got many problems.
Oh, I know I've got many problems, but I got an even bigger one. I don't think my ship missiles are going to release. I may have damaged my pylons.
Have you got red pylons?
Yeah, I have.
Just despawn and select another jet, mate. It's faster.
It's going to be a new aircraft, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So easy to damage the pylons on this. And break your landing gear. It's great. We should get Seahorse in here.
He doesn't have Facebook, I don't think.
Seahorse doesn't have Facebook. He's a student, for God's sake.
Well, he's quite a private guy. He doesn't like stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe.
If that's the case, all the more to him, I say.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't need to have my Facebook, I would have deleted it a long time ago. You really don't get much flare and chaff in this fucking thing.
Okay.
Warning, 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 warning,
Let's see how they
warning,
work.
warning, warning, warning,
What are you
warning,
doing?
warning,
Just released them.
warning.
Switch into air-to-air mode.
Seat is armed. Put the 9X. Come on, put the fucking Chinese 9Xs on my wings. There we go. Data cartridge. I only got called a twat once by Cap. That's good timing.
Shit.
Right, that's done. So basically, come out, rotate by the Stennis, and go and try and find them. How easy are they to find?
On the radar, quite tricky to be honest.
Thought you said this was easy.
I lied.
Hmm.
Well, no, I didn't lie. It's just, it might not be as easy as you think it is.
Well, I've never used the FA-18 or anything like that, so. I've still not even done proper air-to-air of this thing yet. Like, I know how to do it, I've just not done it yet.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Am I missing
When I was going
something?
to yesterday, I was going to yesterday,
there
but
it
we
is.
ended up just dogfighting. 202 for 64.
Bang, that's him dead. Where's the other one? There he is.
Block, block.
I want to try and land this on a carrier as well.
Why? Oh, that's those things. I destroyed something.
Tracking, tracking,
Mix.
tracking, tracking.
Oh, I killed a ship.
Tracking, tracking,
Did you?
tracking, tracking, tracking,
Seems to be.
tracking, tracking.
Yeah, you did.
Tracking, tracking, tracking,
I think the Elnier's a tanker though.
tracking, 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 tracking.
What sort of height are you
tracking,
dropping them
tracking,
anti-ship missiles from?
Tracking, tracking,
To get a decent
tracking,
radar picture, you need to be
tracking,
under 6,000
tracking,
feet, I'd say.
tracking,
Under 6,000.
tracking,
I would say so.
Tracking, tracking.
Well, I'm flying at about 5.5
tracking,
now anyway.
Tracking.
You should be fine then, mate. Oh, don't forget to turn your IFF on. Well, Block 3 should in theory add HMD. However, as far as I'm aware, the Pakistani Air Force doesn't use the HMD, so it's actually on this somewhere. It's just not modelled. Because the Pakistani Air variant that we have never used it. So that's why we haven't got one.
What have you haven't done?
Oh, just one of my viewers asked a question.
Right, so I need to learn how to use this fucking radar. It can't be that difficult, surely.
Ground radar or air radar?
I know how to use that now at the ground.
Alpha Taurs are trying to kill it. That's funny.
Who?
So, there's some Taurs down there trying to kill things.
I haven't got any of my interior lighting on. Slight issue.
What's up, mate?
I may have just had a Discord ping.
Hang on.
Discord is back up. However, it's telling me most people are offline.
Yeah, it's because mine's shut down as well.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Fuck it.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Is it not up for you?
Tracking.
No,
Tracking.
doesn't seem to be.
Tracking. Tracking.
Alright.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Shit.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Have I even got my afterburner on?
Tracking.
I don't.
Tracking.
I just
Tracking.
deactivated my
Track-
afterburner. I don't need it.
Yeah, I've turned mine off. To be fair, I'm going pretty fast anyway.
You're just about to pass me, I think.
Why are you chucking me a missile alert?
I'm not. I've just literally launched one off into the distance.
No, not you, not you. The ship. The aircraft.
Because the ship is starting to fire at people. So I need to get back to the airbase. Here we are. And I actually haven't landed one of these yet, so
It's a bit of a challenge, actually. It's not as easy as 16.
well, the 16's a bit of a fickle bitch.
You'll want to use your parachute below 135 knots.
Okay.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
trying to track me
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Is that me or is that
Tracking.
cloud cover?
Tracking.
No, that is C. Right, so how far out from the Stennis am I?
I'll have a look. Discord's still down, dude.
Oh, I'm coming onto it now. So, what at the Stennis, turn left, yeah?
Yeah, so what I would do is you're heading straight down. Yeah, so when you get to my orange marker, turn back on yourself almost, so you're facing Novo or Glensick. Doesn't really matter which.
So-
And then you'll need to use your air-to-ground radar to give them a waypoint, but I can show you how to do that. It's easy.
Oh, so go into like,
Have you aligned them, by the way? Because you might as well do that while you...
oh shit, I haven't aligned them. I
So
didn't
press
realise I
7
need.
for air-to-ground mode, or whatever it is.
I'm
you
in air
use.
to ground mode, and it's the same as before, right?
Yeah, so power on, and then go to CTRL, and as long as your master arm's on, you should see it aligning.
Power on. Where's CTR?
Top left.
I see mode.
I haven't got it on mine, because I've not got my weapons on anymore.
I am air to ground.
X marks the spot.
Power's on. I see AS1.
Yeah, so go to your CMBT, press CMBT, then press 7 for air to ground.
Where the hell is CMB? Oh, it's down the bottom.
Yeah, that
And
should
then
take you back.
press.
Then just go to air to ground mode again.
So I pressed CMBT and it took me to another screen.
That's right. Just press 7 and it should default back to where you need to be.
I'm back on air to ground.
Cool. You should see power on the right hand side of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure that says power on. So click it. Does it say power on or power off?
Power on.
Okay, so they're already fired up then. So in the opposite side, in the corner, you should see CTRL.
I should see. What, sorry?
CTRL or CTNL?
No, I do not. I see
I can-
CRL.
Yeah, that'll do. Try that. Click that.
I clicked it.
Is it giving you like an line in the middle of the screen as well?
No.
I think you've loaded the wrong weapon, dude. Let me have a look. Where are you? There you are. Ah, yeah, you've got the man on the loot version, haven't you? You loaded the AKGs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a teapot.
Fuck's sake. Well, they're gone.
Yeah, they should turn around almost immediately. Yeah, they'll fly back in towards the coast now.
I'm just gonna dispose all my shit and grab another aircraft. We'll go up together then if you want.
Yeah, if you want to. Although,
Um,
if you've got air-to-air though, you can have a practice with the MiG-21s that are in front of you.
problem is, it'd be good if I could fucking see the bastards.
Yeah, me too. It's BVR, hence the fact that it's called Beyond Visual Range.
Yeah, I mean on the radar. I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. M1 simple.
Don't actually know how far out they are. Oh, SU-27 over there. Okay, let's deal with that one.
So someone's asked me limitations of this plane. I'd say engine power. It's not the most powerful engine in the game. Definitely not. It can struggle.
Just under 1-to-1 thrust ratio.
Yeah, it's certainly not the strongest.
Tracking,
Engine.
tracking, tracking.
But it's no by no means the
tracking,
worst.
Tracking, tracking, tracking.
It's quite a nippy little
tracking,
thing, to be fair.
Tracking, 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 tracking.
Let's put it this way, I started out hating it, now I love it.
Tracking, tracking,
Engine power definitely. Fox 2s, putting
tracking,
it bluntly,
tracking,
they're absolutely
tracking,
dire.
tracking, tracking.
Fox 3s on the other
tracking,
hand. Oof.
Tracking.
Fox 3s are
tracking,
savage.
Tracking.
Why should I be shouted up for tracking? Wait, what?
It's enemy aircraft, I wouldn't worry too much.
The air-to-air radar's a bit limited as well.
Yeah, I think it can be a bit clunky. They can improve that for sure. I'd say its strength is definitely air to ground with its current level.
You can only scan up to 80 miles, whereas in the F-16, F-18, you can scan up to 160.
That, mate. You can scan further than that, can't you?
You are? Nope, you can only scan up to 80.
You are correct. It does only go to 80. There you go. There's another one. So, mind you, there aren't many weapons in this game that will work beyond 80 miles anyway. So yeah, engine speed, Fox 2 abilities, and well, I think there seems to be a bit of an issue with them. So if you press, for example, dogfight mode, it brings up them straight away. But as you'll see on the MFD here, it's actually in the process of firing. They're not on by default. So you have to wait for them to cool as well as power up, and I think that is what is the issue when you try and use them in air-to-air.
All I'm going to say is the spam ram ability with it, oh my god. It's godlike.
The SD-10s are brilliant. They work up to about 40 miles. Definitely upsets people that are used to aim 120s. They're super manoeuvrable close up too. They're one of the few AMRAMs that will like manoeuvre within 3 miles.
Its gun is really good.
Now you see, the gun is a MiG-21 cannon with the same amount of ammunition.
I like
and
it.
Because of the way that it's mounted in the airframe as well, it points slightly down, so it doesn't point straight in front of the aircraft. So it can be quite difficult to use. It does do a lot of damage though when it does hit.
Oh, it blows an aircraft apart, because it's high explosive rounds.
Yeah, but that's more of a ammunition issue than anything else.
Yeah. What else was I going to say about it?
Yeah, I meant in terms of.
I hate the system of the gun though.
Ah, yes, and thank you for the reminder of the C modes on the radar. I totally forgot about that. And Fox 2, no, it's not a case of the fact that they won't lock. They'll lock, but what will happen is they'll lock and then you'll fire them, and they won't track. Troubleshoot behind the
That,
bar.
or they'll track, but they'll waste their energy so fucking long waiting to track that they'll just burn themselves out.
Yeah.
I don't like the Fox 2s on this aircraft. Whereas you fire a Fox 3 and it's instantly tracking somebody and you're like, whoa. Right, what are we taking, Kingston?
I've just landed at Crimps Crane, so bear with me.
I'm not at Krimsk, I don't think.
Yeah, it crashed me that.
Let me see if there's one of these at Krimsk. There is. That's a cold start, I don't mind. I'll auto start it.
Bet that sequence flying over my head. Oh, it's Death Clock.
It's interesting to see how long the auto start sequence will take.
Ah, rearm before you do your rearm, your auto start.
Really?
Yeah, the reason I say that is because it's got a terrible habit of putting your card in and it'll load up you when you're empty, which means you'll have to unplug it, uncode it, get the ground crew to update it, rearm, and then put it back in and code it. Whereas if you rearm before you do your auto start, then you're alright.
Yeah, I'll do that now, hang on. Right, what are we taking?
So, one of my viewers wants me to use air-to-ground weapons, so I'm going to use the laser rockets.
Ooh. I'm down for air to ground. I'm going to bring some JDAMs.
Yeah, so I'll need a T-pod.
Rearm refuel. I'll take some Fox 2s with me, even though they're shit. What did we take on the 6 and 2?
Well, I'm going to refuel.
Wasn't it LS6s?
You mean last night, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, the LS6 is like the gliding JDAM.
Yeah, that was really good. I liked that. What's the LD10?
That's a Magnum anti-radiation missile.
So ships, basically.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, which are the laser-guided ones? I think they're those.
Ooh, let's take some GB6s as well. The GB6s are the fucking big things.
Oh no, I can take them on the antipylon, which means I can put fuel on, which I'm going to need.
I love the GB6s in this. They're fucking huge.
Or do I just take ground weapons and use the fuel I've got? Decisions.
Yeah, there is a lot in this aircraft, a lot of decisions.
Okay, boys and girls watching, shall I risk the fuel or shall I take it? Go on. Vote now.
I'm not taking it. Problem is, it is a very limited strike fighter.
Nah, screw it, I'll take some tank. No, I'm not taking tanks.
You won't need to, mate. As long as you turn afterburner off pretty quickly, you'll be alright.
Oh no, the GB6 is a JSOs. It's the LS6s, isn't it?
Right, so they're armed, so let's get auto start going. Let's get ready to be screamed at again.
Request rearming.
I'm gonna get PTSD from this, I swear to God. I'm just awaiting it. It's not nice, because I know it's coming.
Ooh, it's a try.
Try?
One says take the fuel, one says risk it. I love it when stuff gets like this. Best loadout for a multi-role kind of strike. You need at least some self-defense.
Silence! Silence, Cap!
So if you're not using laser-guided weapons that needs the T-pod, I would say a T-pod with 2 fuel tanks and the laser-guided rockets, if they're as good as I think they are. If you can't use laser-guided rockets, I would say JDAMs
Well, this is why
and
I can use the
Mavericks, if you have
the
Mavericks.
laser guided, but I'm bringing JDAMs because fun.
The JDAMs are good, but the trouble is they get intercepted by SAMs.
Yeah, but that's why I've got my GB6s as well.
Actually, you're right. I think I might risk the fuel, and I might take.
Refueling complete.
Oh, he hasn't rearmed me yet.
I mean, they're big fucking things. I'm closing my canopy. While auto sequence is running, I'm just gonna leave it run. I don't even know how. Well, I don't even know if my INS gets aligned.
Rearming complete.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. It does. It comes up there.
I have got some LS600s.
So, lining the INS in this looks rather simple. It looks rather similar to the lining off the Org 9 in the back of the F-14.
If I'm honest with you, mate, I don't use the F-18 enough to know what you're talking about.
14.
14?
Yes. When you're in a real seat and you line on the radar, you have to put in the longitude, latitude, and elevation.
I don't know. Bollocks to that.
Which
the F.
seems...
Sorry, no, you mean the F. Sorry, I'm talking at cross to purposes here. Yeah, I know what you mean. For the 6-minute alignment that the F-14 does.
Yeah.
It's only 3 minutes in this, I think.
Apparently mine's already aligned. I did fast align.
Should be fine for what we're doing. Oh, bollocks, I keep doing that. I managed to get my radar on the other screen though, which I didn't want, to be honest. On SMS.
Data cartridge is in.
Tracking.
Auto sequence is
Tracking.
running.
Warning. 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 Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Cap's gonna scream at me.
Tracking.
Cap's already
Tracking.
screaming at me half the
Tracking.
time.
Tracking. Tracking.
I know.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
I've got him on pause, I've just held him there.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
You unpause him, it's great. Don't unpressurize my fucking canopy, you bellend.
You just unpressurized your canopy. Why? Why
The
would you do
fucking...
that?
The auto sequence start sequenced it.
That's quite funny. I'm not laughing, honest.
Don't do that, that's not... Like, fucking... Don't unpressurize it, I'll die. Oh, JF17 got shot down.
You're only going a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
There we go, they're aligning.
Where's the parking brake in this thing?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's on. There it is. It was on. Right, where are you?
I was taking off at cruise.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm trying to get to the runway.
Yeah, it accelerates pretty quickly, you know, without its afterburner, all things considered.
I find it accelerates quite slowly without afterburner.
One thing I find annoying is you have to put the flaps into up mode to bring them up. You can't just put them into neutral.
Really?
Yeah, so if your flaps are down, you have to go flaps up and then back into neutral, which is, you know, really
Believe I
annoying.
see your smoke trail. I'm about to hit the runway now. Nope, never mind, I've lost you again. Why is my pod aligning? That should be aligned.
Wouldn't have a clue, mate.
Tracking.
Why am I having
Tracking.
issues with my pod?
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
No, I'm
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
That shit's
Tracking.
fucking launched on me.
Tracking. Tracking.
Right, so
Tracking.
I'm trying to remember
Tracking.
something here now, right,
Tracking.
Kingston?
Tracking.
What's that, mate?
In regards, me too, my afterburner off. In regards to the GB6s and the other things, how do we align them again?
Okay, so you know how you aligned your sea missiles? Your anti-ship missiles?
Is it the same practice? Literally just
It's
go in
exactly the same,
CLTD and then...
Yeah.
Oh, that's have to turn master arm on to align them. Right, that's it. They weren't. I had the pager, but just couldn't remember how they aligned. And then I realised master arm.
Don't worry about it.
I don't even see any targets. That's bad.
Yeah, that Moskva in the harbour is trying to take everyone out.
I thought the JTAC would have laid some shit for us.
Just climbing up to altitude, because you need altitude really when you're flying.
What altitude are you going to?
Angels 30 plus really. 'Cause you need it
Jesus.
for laser weapons, you need it really.
Tracking.
Is that you? I'm seeing cons off up there then.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
No, it can't be.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Unless I'm conning as well.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
No.
Tracking. Tracking.
Another missile
Tracking.
launch from a ship.
Tracking.
Just fuck off.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Did you just go straight out from the airport?
Tracking.
I did, mate, yeah.
Tracking. Tracking.
Hello, hi.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Fucking
Tracking.
piece of shit.
So you're heading into land.
Tracking.
I am, mate,
Tracking.
yes.
Tracking.
Okay.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Yeah, I'm up at about 30,000 feet already.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Should see my cons.
Tracking. 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 Missile. 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 Missile.
Trying to find yours.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Shit, I'm out of tracking player.
Tracking. Tracking.
Oh, that was close.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
The fuck fired on you?
tracking,
the Moskva and the
tracking,
Palmer.
tracking, tracking, track.
There's an airport down there. Wonder if that's friendly. If that's not friendly, I might bomb its runway.
Hello! Right, I've just got time to hopefully take care of this ship, and then I'm going to have to depart, boys and girls.
Right, what have you doing?
So I'm going to swing back round and hopefully get a lock on that Moscow.
You're not around for a... Are you coming back later or what?
Yeah, more than likely, mate.
You up for a late one tonight?
Yeah, can do.
I know I'm doing some BVR and formation with Rage, but it's whenever Rage gets on. He's got his own timetable.
Yeah. Good old student life, honey. Well, he's not a student anymore, but you know what I mean.
Stop down there.
Let's use my T-pod.
Okay, so that's what that is. That's not a friendly... That could be a friendly airbase? I don't think it is. I'm not even going to touch it anyway, just in case. I'm going to... After putting it back on, start climbing again, and fucking... I want to try and get up to about 35,000.
Where did Cleanse It go? There it is. That's a bit annoying.
I don't actually see any fucking targets.
What you can do is zoom in and then switch to wide and zoom in again.
Well, I'm passing 2 airfields at the moment. By a big river.
Tracking, 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 tracking.
I don't know how far away I am from you, but I'll find out now.
Tracking, 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 tracking,
Hang on.
tracking, tracking.
I'm actually heading the wrong direction.
Tracking, 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 tracking,
Because that ship is
tracking,
moving.
tracking, 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 tracking,
You hit the ships?
tracking,
No, someone else's.
tracking, 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 tracking,
I'm going to
tracking,
try and
tracking,
J-dam something on the airfield
tracking,
instead.
tracking, tracking, track.
Oh! At a missile in the face.
Which airfield? One of the... their ones?
The ship shot me in the face. Right, mate, I will catch you later. Alright, bud.
Alright, mate.
I'll catch you later.
Alright, no worries.
Toodle pip. And for those of you that have been watching, I'm sorry it's a short one. I hope you enjoyed it. I will probably be back on later on this afternoon. Well, this evening it'll be actually. Early morning for some of you. And we'll do some more. Yes, I'll do some air-to-air combat if that's what you want to see. That's always good fun. Just trying to practice the air-to-ground element of this jet because it's good fun. And hopefully Discord will be fixed, so I'll have some company as well, which always makes it better. Right, boys. Thank you very much for watching.